Hey, beautiful soul, and welcome back to the manifestation experiment. Today was day 1, and I've just finished my morning meditation. I have some really powerful insights to share with you from this experience, and I'm just feeling so inspired to have you along with me for this journey. I would love it if you would comment below and let me know if you're in or if you're following, if you're interested in what's going on. But really, this is for all of us, so please try and take part and not just stand by. I want this to become a community where we can hold each other accountable, where we are living our best lives in flow in the way that the divine has intended for us. So let me just get into my reflection. Living in a state of surrender, which is essentially what the whole goal of this whole experiment is, to manifest our best lives, to be our best selves, to be the person we were born to be. It's about surrendering to the universe. It's about surrendering to whatever comes up, the opportunities that are presented to us. And the reason for me starting off my day with the 5 minutes of quiet meditation, 5 or more if I can, is because meditation is your portal essentially to connect with your higher self, your creator, the divine power that's out there, up there, however you see it. Meditation, and I'm not talking about guided meditation, I'm talking about silence, clearing your mind, being still and allowing that almost, I'm trying to think of a word like that. It is a portal. It's almost like a passage whereby these inspired thoughts, feelings, nudges from the divine can come to you. There needs to be a channel, okay, where you can receive the divine guidance, and the only way to get there is through meditation. So that's why we're meditating. But what really came through for me this morning was that living in a state of surrender and accepting opportunities and being your best self and trying to maintain that channel of open communication between your higher self and you, it's something that you cannot just say, I'm meditating for 5 minutes and then we switch off. We need to actually fully embrace this meditative, divinely connected state throughout the entire day. And that was the number one thing. I was thinking to myself, I was slightly overwhelmed thinking, oh my God, what if nothing of value comes up? What if I can't clear my mind? What if this? What if that? What if there's nothing to tell? But actually, this is the key thing that came through for me was meditation is no good on its own. It might calm you down. It's a useful tool. But meditation is the gold. It's the essential anchor that's going to allow us to take part in this experiment. It's essentially about staying connected to your higher self moment by moment throughout the day. So that means if you're someone who is constantly overanalyzing things, playing back situations in your mind, thinking, did that go well? Should I have done this? Should I have said that? What about later? What am I going to do? What if this happens? What if that happens? How will I deal with that? What could I do? What could I say? How could I essentially control the situation? We can't have that. That needs to go. There's no judging. There's no overanalyzing. There's no spiraling down this rabbit hole of thoughts. It's really today, day 1, the message is we need to anchor ourselves in the present to remain in that state of flow constantly. And I think that's going to be the battle for most people. Let's not call it a battle. Let's call it, this is going to be where we level up. This is going to be the number one fundamental change that we make in ourselves. Is leveling up is about anchoring ourselves in the present moment, here and now. And we do that to stay connected to our higher self. One other key thing that came through for me is, well, how do we do that? What practical thing can we do? Breath, breathing. Breathing is our anchor. You hear a lot about breath work and about taking deep breaths. It's not just one of those silly phrases that people say to calm you down. It's genuinely, there's a lot of science behind this if you look into it. We need to properly breathe. We need to use that breath as an anchor. Maybe this will land for you, maybe it won't, but that breath is what's going to keep you in the here and now. Anytime you start to critique, to analyze, to go down a rabbit hole of thoughts, we're not thinking. We're not then receiving that intelligence. We cannot, because your brain's already full. You cannot replace the thoughts. We have to get rid of them. So we know our lives are set up on a daily basis. We continue going about our lives, but we're clearing those thoughts. We're being in the moment. We know what our outline is, our bigger plan. We know what we have to do. We have the outline for that. But within that, we have a window of time, every moment by moment, where we are connected to our divine self. And how do we do it? We're breathing through it. Properly breathing. And breathing is going to help you in so many ways. When you start to go down a spiral or think, no, what am I doing now? I'm breathing deeply. Allow it to be your anchor to guide you, and allow that breath out to release any nervous energy that you have bottled up, that you've probably had bottled up over the years and years and years. Just release the energy. Just breathe in that beautiful, clean energy. Breathe it in really deeply and let that be your focus today. And you're just breathing out and allowing yourself to just release. Surrender isn't passive. It's about consciously choosing to trust in the divine plan. It's about choosing to stay centered and choosing to allow that channel to stay open. And how we do that is we breathe, we live, and we value and we appreciate what we have. Because if you are finding it hard to escape from thoughts or clear your mind, well, better thoughts are better than no thoughts at all. If you're overthinking, analyzing, and you're used to it, instead, focus on the breath and simply think about what you're doing right now and why you're so happy to do this. Because there's duality in everything. You could be doing the worst thing in the world, but if you can find the good in it and you can focus on it, and you can feel your heart filling up with that strong, powerful energy, that life force, then you are going to start yourself. You're going to get onto that higher vibration already, and just focus on that feeling, maintaining that feeling, breathing, being the feeling. And that was day 1. So I'm realizing that this journey is going to be a continual practice of gently just bringing ourselves back to the present. This power lies for us is going to be when we drift into doubt or stress, but we just return to that place of calm and trust. So today, as I did yesterday, I invite you to join me in this experiment. If you find your mind wandering, just use your breath to come back to the present moment. That's all you have to do today. Make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure you've hit the bell icon so we get the constant updates on the manifestation experiment. Come back to yourself. Be yourself. Feel the power within you. Just feel that power, build it up inside of you. And I just hope this resonates with you today. If it resonated with you, then hit that subscribe button to keep up with the manifestation experiment. We're just getting started. I can't wait to share more insights along the way. If you're joining in on this journey, drop a comment below. Let me know what came through for you during your meditation, or even just through this podcast episode today. Let me know how you're feeling about this experiment of living in surrender. And let's support each other as we learn to trust, flow, and just manifest our dreams one breath at a time. Now, thank you for being here, sending so much love, and remember that the universe has your back always. Your higher self has your back always. See you tomorrow for day 2. Stay in that beautiful state of flow, and until then, let breath be your guide. Have an amazing day.